All right, so I see that you're wanted out of Bucks, Pennsylvania on a parole violation.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Two underlying cases.
So the fact that he's been on this same fugitive case twice more in your court works both in and against my favor. Before my time in general litigation, there were two prior other prosecutors.
Here we go, flexing the muscle.
Well,
I'm just
one of
kidding.
them was me. One of them was me. But for the three, two prior ones were dismissed, and he keeps getting arrested on the same warrant, and they keep not picking him up. I had Amy call the.
This is going to happen eternally for you, Mr. Ginder, until you go back to Pennsylvania. You will continue to get arrested over and over and over. It doesn't require you to say anything. I'm just giving you a heads up that that warrant will be there for the rest of your natural born life until you take care of it. If you're 72, you will still get picked up and sit in jail for. How do we go forward?
So this is one of those unusual situations. There is no pre-signed waiver, so he has a right to.
A parole case?
Some states, including ours, they just don't have it in their clause for their parole. But I've had Amy call, and she was only able to reach the supervisor for the deputy that actually handles his specific warrant.
But Dave, don't we have enough people in jail, number one? And if they don't care enough to pick them up over and over.
So one of them, I was explaining to Ricardo, the first, and I could be wrong, I haven't checked my notes, but one of them might have been around COVID. And so I know a lot of them weren't picking up. Nobody can fault for that. But the other ones, I don't know. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to present anything to court that I don't have. But conversely, he's had considerable amount of time to cure his warrant. And so that's why I said, like, it works for and against me. Is obviously I don't like them playing games.
What do you want?
For me, I would like to get a hold of the supervisor there and figuring out what happened the other times, but we've just been unsuccessful this morning. And that's the issue.
I get it. Do you want to perhaps roll it to tomorrow? So it gives you enough time? Hey, I'm with you.
I know.
It's maddening that someone continues to get picked up and they don't care. Either release the hold or come do your job. I mean, really.
Because we do have ones where they release it locally, where they teletype that they won't enforce it in certain jurisdictions or just contiguous ones. And so I don't have an answer to present the court. I mean,
let's roll it to tomorrow. We're going to try to get to the bottom of it, Mr. Gimbel or Ginder. But regardless, that warrant, until you take care of it, is going to eternally be out there forever and a day. And if you like to continue to get arrested, but at some point it must get tiring, right?
Yes, sir. All right, we'll roll it to tomorrow.
So let's roll it to tomorrow. I will tell you this, that I mean,
I know, and that's where I'm at as well. And so I'll see if I can I'll keep going up the chain until somebody answers. That's all I can do.
Yeah, good luck, Day. I know how diligent you are, you know.
Hey, Judge.
How's it going? How's jail?
Not good. I think everybody should go there for 7 days on the first DWI. I think it would fix a lot of things for a lot of people.
You know, and I routinely say this to people, Mr. Fox, is that I would say, I don't know the true statistic, but usually when people go to jail, that one time, most times that one time is scary enough that it's self-correcting and they wise up that they don't ever want to go to a place like that. I mean, it stinks. There's
things that you know.
So, yeah, I know there's no air conditioning, but jails are jails. I mean, it's not the Holiday Inn. It's not Club Med. It's not Disneyland. It's happy and the most wonderful place in the entire world, right? But you got to understand is that we have routinely let you out over and over and over. And you make us promises. You tell us you're going to do things. And then we come to find out later on, it's a completely different thing. You have what? 2 open DWIs, right? Is it at least 2, right?
It's two, Judge.
You're on probation with us. And then you pick up a felony as well. At some point, I have to say when. we can't continue. Sometimes we have to protect people from themselves, their own worst enemy. And I'll tell you, when we first did the TRAS, I told you how reluctant I was to go with the other agreement that you guys had worked out, because I wanted to do SATA, because usually our clinicians know what's up. They know the right way
I understand.
to go through things. And you want me to let you out for the holidays, but that really scares me.
I just want my bond reduced, sir. Even my wife, who we're getting divorced, wants me home for Christmas. I mean, spending Thanksgiving in there, and yes, you're right. I mean, I call it jail therapy. I don't know what
Look,
else.
let's not talk about the case at all. I don't want to talk
I
about the
understand.
case, but
I understand. Yes, sir.
I'm bringing you out
I
just,
just want my bond reduced, sir, so I can, I mean, like you said, number one, I can't drive. You're gonna have an ankle monitor on me. I can't go anywhere.
but we still ask you to do things and you refuse to abide by bond conditions. Every time you tell me and you make a promise, you know how it goes, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, really shame on me. And that's where we're at. You tell me things that you're going to do. You tell me that you're going to abide. And when you get out, you still do whatever you want to do.
I never spent 28 days in jail, sir, and this is definitely a wake-up call. I don't know any other way to put it. I mean,
And you've told me that story before.
I've never been in jail before, sir. I've never once been in jail until this time, and I don't need to know how to explain it because I know you probably.
The good news is this, Mr. Fox, because there is light at the end of the tunnel, that Mr. Sims is working hard to try to resolve these things once and for all, so you don't sit there and linger. The idea is to do the program that we had initially said. The only problem is the case at a county. That's the holdup, I think, at this point. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have Morgan reach out over there. We're going to have James reach out to your lawyer on that case to see if we can come up to a global resolution once and for all. And hopefully we can do that by next week. I don't know.
This is one of those rare moments where the judge balances tough love with real compassion. He's calling out repeated mistakes, but at the same time, he's trying to build a path forward. Question for you. When someone keeps breaking promises, should the court keep offering chances, or is jail the only wake-up call?
Fox, but look,
I put myself in this risk.
and quite frankly, you scare me. You know, every day someone dies from a DWI in our county, every single day. We'll set it for about mid to late next week. Hopefully we can have an answer for you, because like I said, I don't want you to just sit there and just linger. We're going to try to work hard to get this thing closed as quick as possible for you, because the problem is, the idea is to get you help as quick as possible, not to sit there. So we're working hard for you, though. Okay, okay, Mr. Fox, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Sims. Good morning, Mrs. Zavalos. Mrs. Zavalos, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you an 8-month deferred. Do you know what that is?
What he explained to me, probation, community service, lots of other things that
Classes you'll have to do.
Right. A deferred is a type of probation that if you successfully complete it, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. You can't tell people it was dismissed. It wasn't dismissed. You merely completed the probation successfully, didn't end up with a conviction. What you need to recognize is that you give up almost all rights known by entering into this agreement. And you let us, and you give us the ability to put you in jail for an entire year if you violate this agreement. You can violate it by picking up a new case. Don't do your classes on time. don't do your community service on time. If you test positive for drugs or alcohol, you violate this community service. Do you understand? I'll make you a deal though. If you do well, if you're nice to everybody, get your classes done quick and everything done quick, I'll take you off in half the time. So you could really be done with this in 4 months if you really kick butt. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to be understanding though if you fail to appear, if you pick up a new case, all bets are off. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you enter into this agreement, you are stuck with it until you complete it successfully or it gets violated. For you to complete this successfully, you must do a thinking for a change class. You must do a 4-hour anger management class. Which thinking for a change did you want? Were you thinking? You must also do 30 hours of community service. Do you have any children, sir? Tell me, how far did you get in school?
I just finished my semester last week.
In what?
What do you mean in what?
College or?
Oh, in college, yeah.
Great job. What are you studying?
Natural sciences while I'm still in community college, but when I get to the 4 year, I want to study kinesiology.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Shh. What do you think this is going to do? Do you think this is going to hurt or help you?
I'm a firm believer in.
That right there is a reality check. Your record follows you everywhere. Jobs, housing, opportunities, all of it. The judge isn't just sentencing here, he's teaching. Do you think defendants really understand how long these consequences last?
It's definitely gonna be a good stepping stone in regards.
Mr. Savalos, what I want you to understand, when you are applying for jobs in the future, people don't know you. Even for you to step into the door, the only thing that people are going to look at, employers, they're going to look at, number one, your record. They're going to want to see who you are. And I'm going to tell you now, the more convictions you pick up, the worse it is for you. All you're doing is making life more difficult. Do you understand? I hope with this, you really take it to heart because we want to see you succeed. We want to see you be the best person that you can be. But convictions and criminal cases, no matter what happens, people will still use it. And you need to consider it. When you're out in the free world, self-control. Do you understand?
I understand. Yes, sir. I remember the last conversation, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well on that. I mean, he still heckles me. You know, he tries to get a rise out of me.
Their neighbors, Judge.
But
You know what? Then it's never going to stop, Mr.
I
Savalos.
understand.
You need to be the bigger man. And it sucks. And, in life,
Step off the porch.
do you think that there are people who mess with me? On a constant basis, on a daily basis, I have people that are always messing with me as well.
Yes, sir.
But I still try to do the best job I can. I do what's in my heart. I do what I think is right. And that's what you need to do as well. Shh. Mr. Savalos, be the better man. If you need to move, if you need to get away, but even if they're still heckling with you, call the cops. Find another way. Don't take matters into your own hands. We don't want to see you fail. All right?
Thank you for your concern.
Well, we want you to be the best person you can be, really. So you're in college, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We're here the shorter length, thinking for a change.
No, but my 30 hours of community service, as long as you're in school, I mean, that's great. Just great. Just better yourself. That's what, so.
So you wait for the community service judge?
Yeah, I mean, if they're okay with it.
We're okay with that.
You know, just, look, the idea is that you learn and you don't come back, right? So how old are you, bud? I'm gonna waive all your fines and fees. It's never about the money. Just do what you say you're gonna do it on time, and make the most of it, all right? Mr. Savalas, how do you plead to the assault? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not gonna find you guilty. We'll withhold it for 8 months. Do what you say you're gonna do. If you ever have a problem, come back, talk to us. We're here for you. Good luck, man, you know?
Thank you very much.
So get your stuff done quick. We'll take you off quick and you're done, all right? All right.
Like receive word on like when I should start all that.
Shatori over there will tell you exactly what you need to do, all right? Okay, man. Bill letter, all right, Mr. Bill letter.
You should have told me that. That's easy.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You need to understand that you're making a lifetime decision today, and this is a very big one because you're pleading guilty to this offense and it's going to go on your record. Once it's on your record, it's there forever. It's even there after you die. And it's important because when you get into a car in the future, if you start consuming alcohol, if you do before you get into a car, you get pulled over. All officers do is they look at your criminal history. They look at you, how you are. What do you think is going to happen if they smell alcohol and they look at this? Probably not going to go well. So if I were you, I would never get in a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, because it's a humongous and it's just a big financial risk. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I did.
You also give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Like I said, once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? The other thing I want you to understand, Mr. Bill Letter, is that, you know, DWI is big business. When you plead guilty to a DWI, there's a $3,000 surcharge that DPS hits you. If you don't pay it, you don't get a license until you do. There's also court costs to the tune of around $500. I will do you a favor and I will waive them. But I want you to understand that if you come back a second DWI, you're looking at around $6,000 in surcharges. $6,000. Not to mention court costs. You could look forward to around $7,000 in fines and fees. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Literally, one button on your phone, $50, anywhere you want to go in this city. Uber. That's what I'm trying to say. It's extremely easy. They'll come pick you up no matter where you want to go. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'll find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 3 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I am going to suspend your license for 90 days.
Can we get a loss credit?
Why?
One, do you want to know about personally, or two, he already
I'm already
obviously.
taking off around $3,500 worth of fines and fees.
Correct. So he's retired, but he has a lot of medical, issues that he has to go to. And also, I believe you said that your siblings also need help driving around, getting around to medical, and groceries and responsibilities such as that.
I'm a firm believer that everybody makes mistakes. You're allowed to make a mistake once in a while. But if you continue to make mistakes that endanger the lives of other people, at that point, it's not a mistake and it's a choice. And when you make childish choices, you get treated like a child. And what we do with children here, we put them over our knee and we spank them like a little child. But we do it with a ton of jail time. Get a clue. Just don't get into a car if you've had even a sip of alcohol. Do you understand, Mr. Billletter?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will acquiesce to you. but that's it.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Good luck, sir. And please see the clerk. All right. Antonio Perez Orozco.
Yes.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, first offense. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Looks like you guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 37 days in jail, credit for the 37 days that you have done. You want to plead guilty to this offense, am I correct?
Yes.
You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Because of that, if you were ever in a car driving and you smell like alcohol and you get pulled over, it will probably not end well. So if I were you, if you want to drink, don't get into a car. Do you understand?
Okay.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, like I said, it will go on your record. You cannot change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes.
You still want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is it true or untrue that you had a .15 or above?
I think so, yes. I think so, yes.
True, the enhancement. All right, I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 37 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 37 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days, sir. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Antonio. So what happened? Is he keeping the waiver? Day. Is keeping the waiver?
That's the waiver.
No. On,
Oh, he's keeping the waiver. Yes, Judge.
okay, got it.
Timothy?
No.
Okay. Call him Mr. Pokey. Okay.
What you want to do about this?
I can just re-update it, rewrite it.
You're right, it says Timothy Polka here.
And there's not.
What does a warrant say?
See, my social security number says Louis Polk.
Okay, we got the name wrong on this, so we might have to amend
It's like
it.
he has two aliases, Judge. It does say
No, I don't have
Timothy,
an
it does say
alias.
Lou. Hold on.
Hey, I got a bunch of DAs here.
No.
Nothing about you.
Just please don't say anything. It's really, I'm trying to protect you, all right?
It says Timothy Louis Polkey in the hit confirmation that we have.
I went
Oh,
over.
it is Timothy Polk. Yeah. So you are Timothy Polk.
No, my name is Louis Polk.
Lewis.
I even told the officer when they gave me my
Tag.
Okay, so, okay, we'll fix it, don't worry. We'll fix it. One way or the other.
So it shows as an AKA, Your Honor, but I'm gonna run to see if I can match a SID number, or FBI number.
I'm
Okay.
gonna just file another one.
Well, I mean, I have to reflect what's on the teletype. I mean, unless there's another need to do so, because that's the name that they're extraditing.
I'm gonna just put, you want me to write in Lewis then?
Oh, for the middle, I
February
mean,
25th, 1973.
huh, that's different. I might need a moment, Judge.
We're gonna fix it, don't worry. Regardless, you were waiving it formal extradition, correct?
Yes, I'll give him the.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, now that we know that, we're gonna fix the paperwork. We'll have you sign a copy that reflects what the name is, and then that's it. Okay?
So you don't need to bring it forward at this moment?
But don't send it down, because we need them to,
We're gonna have to check with, 'cause I think he said February 12th.
good morning, Mr. Helms. Mr. Helms, you're charged with a total of 3 cases. It looks like you're charged with a theft, another theft, and then you're also charged with criminal mischief.
Yes, sir.
It looks like you've worked out an agreement where you're going to plead guilty on 2 of the thefts, and they're going to dismiss the criminal mischief.
Yes, sir.
Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot undo this. You also need to understand, Mr. Helms, that both of these are enhanceable cases, meaning that you're now going to end up with 2 thefts on your record. You pick up a third, what happens? To what? Yeah, years instead of days. And I'm telling you, you go pack of smokes, a beer, you're looking at some serious time. You understand? You know, if you ever need anything, just come back here. We have resources for you. All you got to do is walk through the door, come up to me. We'll talk to Shatori. We can find you whatever you need. There's no excuse. So, how do you plead guilt? How do you plead to the theft cases? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
On both of those are Class B, so you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out a deal or a plea bargain that they're going to offer you 30 days on both of the cases. They're going to give you 58 days credit on one, we are going to give you 56 and then 58 days credit. So it looks like we're done here. Just be careful, man. Come back. We can help you. All right? All right. Good luck, Mr. Holmes. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Kaufman. Mr. Kaufman, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with criminal mischief. You're also charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail. On the assault, on both cases, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 90 days in jail with credit for the 81 and 83 days that you've done respectively. Is this how you understand the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, sir. Guilty time served.
This is what you want.
Yes, sir. Guilty time served.
You need to understand that these charges will go on your record, Mr. Kaufman. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for cases that you pick up here. You understand?
Okay.
Do you still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charged with in court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept these agreements, you can never come back and challenge this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alan, but he has 4 open cases?
The 4 cases here, Your Honor, we're dismissing 2 of the criminal trespass.
Right, so it looks, you've got 2 criminal trespasses, you've got the assault and the mischief. That's how you understand it. They're going to dismiss 2 of them, right?
Sir.
What was the criminal mischief? What was that broken?
So with the criminal mischief, he broke through the sliding glass door at an HEB.
And this is the core message of the entire courtroom today. Mistakes happen, but repeated dangerous behavior becomes a choice. That's when sympathy runs out. Drop a comment. Should first-time offenders get more leniency, or does public safety always come first?
My system shows 44 days credit.
So you're
For me, it's showing 44 days credit, and the credit is 150. What's the show there, Your Honor?
So you put 132 days credit, but he really has 44
So then it
days.
needs to be written the other.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, it's as long as he's got sufficient credit, that's the,
He does, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Cotton, you've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 44 days in jail, credit for the 44 days that you've already done. You need to understand that this is now going to reflect as a conviction on your record. But the most important thing that you need to understand is that this now carries an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that if you ever pick up a case like this again, you will be charged with a 3rd-degree felony, looking at a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. Do you understand? You can also never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea as well. You understand that? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record and you can never take it off. You still want to do this? How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member? I'll find you guilty, sentence you to agreement. Just remember, man, the affirmative finding is gonna chase you forever. You understand? All right. Good luck, Mr. Cobb. Thank you. Hey.
Morning. We're approaching on Terrence Wilburn.
Okay.
We wanted to discuss his bond conditions. So currently right now he is looking for work, so he is trying to get employed. He doesn't have any bond conditions right now, and
He doesn't have bond conditions?
his parents right now.
Okay.
And he's currently trying to find work right now, so he eventually will get employed to, start working.
Would you like?
We would like to keep it at no conditions on his bond so that he can move freely to get.
Did he just bond out?
No, he did not.
So he's got a terroristic threat. He's on bond for a robbery and an impeding of breath. Is a terroristic threat related to any of the CWs in this case?
No.
Okay.
Don't believe so, Judge. No, they're not. They're different complainants. I would just ask that he doesn't have, that there's no contact with the apartment unit or with the complainant in this case. And those would just be state's requests.
Yeah, we don't want him to have obvious contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to go anywhere near where they live or where they work, and then no weapons. And as long as he can abide by those, we're happy.
If his place of residence is in that apartment complex.
Are you sure that it is?
He's currently staying, with his wife at the moment.
Well, this is it's against the. Who is the complaining witness in this?
Name?
No, I don't need a name. I need relation and things of this nature.
Defendant's child's mother. So the baby mama.
Okay.
Yeah, Your Honor, I don't think that's completely correct. The claim was should be, leaving office.
Okay, I don't want him to have contact with these people
Oh,
at all. I mean,
the-
that's like a really volatile.
You're right. Thank you for the
As long as
correction.
he's still able to live there, as long as he doesn't make contact.
He's not to go to the leasing office.
Okay.
You know, someone else is gonna have to transact business, but I don't want him to have contact. Hey, so, Ms. Rizet, can you reach out to them and say, hey, look, this is what's gonna happen. We've ordered him not to go back to the leasing office. We've ordered him not to have contact with this complaining witness, not to be in possession of weapons. As long as he can abide, then we're good. Otherwise, and that's it. We're just trying to keep trouble away. You know, we don't want them to run into each other, bad blood come up, and then it just goes haywire.
You said no weapons, Judge?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Shouldn't have it regardless because of the
Okay.
case is upstairs anyway. So
And Alex just
we
stepped
need him
out.
to sign the conditions though.
Okay.
So he's here.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. Mr. Wilburn, come up. Go around. Good morning, sir. I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. Do you understand? You're on bond for 3 very serious cases. And I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, number 1, not to be in possession of weapons. Number 2, not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. And number 3, not to go where she lives or where she works. So if she was working at the leasing office, don't go there. Do you understand? If I get wind that there are any issues whatsoever, it's not going to go well between you and I. Do you understand? All I'm asking is I don't want any more issues. I don't want you to pick up a new case. And the last thing I want you to do is accidentally bump into her somehow, some way. Don't. If you know that she is at one part and you're at it, just go the complete opposite way. Life's too short to sit in a 6x9 for the next 6 months. Do you understand? Okay. All right. We're good. Don't leave until you sign our bond conditions. And then after that, you're free to go. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Stay in contact. You've got great lawyers. Stay in contact with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Your Honor.
How are you?
I'm doing just fine, sir. Judge Addison.
Is this what you want to do, Mr. Addison?
Yes, sir.
You've picked up 2 more cases. You picked up a theft. You've picked up a criminal trespass. You've worked out an agreement. They're going to dismiss the trespass. You're pleading guilty to the theft case.
Yes, sir.
What happens if you pick up another theft case?
I'm in trouble.
Yeah,
We'll
right. The difference between upstairs and felony land versus down here, you're looking at years instead of days. If you want something, if you need something, come back. We can give you resources. But just because you're on the street doesn't give you the right. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get Lori's number. She can help you in any way you need it. She can find you resources, house, food, no car, but transportation, really.
Yes, sir.
There's no excuse. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
One more thing, Mr. Addison, you know, in all the times and I have gotten to know each other, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you've never come back to court. Come back. Good things happen when you come to court. Understand? And how do you plead to the theft? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll follow the agreement. I'm going to sentence you to it. One more thing is it true that you had the prior theft here in April of this year?
Yes.
Okay, so true to the first enhancement, abandon the second one, please. All right, Mr. Addison, come back. Come back. I mean,
Only if you get in trouble.
if you get,
Only if you get in trouble.
right, don't get in trouble.
Okay.
I mean, don't come back, right.
That was funny, Judge.
I think he knows what I meant. Tell me, what you got?
My client manages to plea that.
Are you ready? Manning, coming up. Good morning, Mr. Manning. Sir, you're charged with assault, causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've done. This is going to now reflect as a conviction on your record. After today, is this what you want to do? You're pleading guilty to this offense. You need to understand from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new misdemeanors that you pick up like this. You understand? If I had one strand of hair Every time someone told me that, God, I'd look like Jimi Hendrix, I tell you. I would look, man, I'd be a rock star. Just don't. Self-control. That's why everybody's in there. Ain't no self-control. The agreement you worked out is 6 days in jail, credit for 2. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement, Mr. Manning. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no one doing this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the officer? Guilty. All right, I'll find you guilty, send it to the agreement. Careful, man. Really, be careful. Self-control. All right. Thank you. I'll waive it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Cartwright.